Caller Oliver Moran.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. I just want to comment on 10.1.5 briefly in relation to the Port of Cork and improving facilities between the city and the port. I just spoken to the chair of the Transport and Mobility Committee, SPC, and I would suggest that we might invite the Port of Cork to attend that committee in the same way that we would invite Irish Rail or Bus Air or any other public transport in the city to meet in order to kind of, I suppose, shift the way we think about the port to being something that is relevant to the city centre in the same way that, look, it may be leaving the city, but it is relevant to the transport and mobility of people entering and exiting the city. I would have one suggestion around that, and that would be during my recent travels to the continent, I travelled by ferry, and one thing that struck me was how the practice now seems to be that for any foot passenger to embark or disembark the ferry, you go via shuttle bus. Look, if you can go via shuttle bus from the gates of the port, you can go by shuttle bus from Kent Station, for example, and I think that would be a way, even if the port is leaving the city, that we would still have a direct connection to the port at Ringaskiddy like that. I also, just before I finish, Lord Mayor, I want to just express my disappointment, and maybe it's a reason to have the Port of Cork attend the SPC. In their vision for 2050, the Port of Cork set out that they had no ambition to increase foot passenger services from Cork. It is literally, their chart is a flat line between now and 2050. I think actually we should have much greater ambition in the same way that people have ambition for the airport. We should look at the port and how that serves the city and how that can be a connection between this part of Europe and the continent for passengers and car ferries. Thank you, Lord Mayor.